Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host Conrad, and we have another look at crypto markets today. So, as usual, this is my TradingView page. Definitely go check it out. I'm posting some ideas regularly. So yeah, you can see this was my latest post. Slowly gaining in momentum here on this site. And yeah, so as I said, go check me out if you want to stay updated on my ideas. And yes, I haven't been too active in the past, or I mean in the recent days. Well, I've just been around doing stuff. So also check me out on Instagram. This is my Instagram page, enlightened_trading_. I'm posting, some memes for good stuff, or for funny reasons, basically, and to keep you and me entertained. So go check it out, leave a like, follow me there, and yeah. So starting things off, this is Bitcoin as usual. Looking at on the 4-hour chart, we are going to go from smaller time frame to bigger, because I think it's more clear. And if you want to, definitely you should stay tuned until the end, because there is some key information going further into this video. So 4-hour chart, we chopped on this 9, as you might already know, and we are now in this 4-hour descending channel with a very nice drop on this 3 below the 2, and yeah, retraced, bounced then on a 9. I mentioned this signal too. These 9s have been very nice in the past. You can see how we bottom around these 9s, and have been a very nice indication for at least some recent bullish action and potential trading opportunities. Yeah, we then went mostly sideways and bounced yesterday. And why, you will say, you will see when we go to the daily time frame. But this is for now a rather bullish chart. We are now again slowly dropping, but I think this is still bullish. We are now again on a red count. We didn't finish this green count. It depends how this candle closes, but I don't think it will be another green candle on the 4-hour chart. On the hourly chart, you can see how we are tightening very thoroughly with a low around 9,840, and yeah, we have to wait and see if this is actually an hourly higher low, but for now it actually looks like it. We then topped on this 9, which started a red count on the hourly chart, and this actually wicked also perfectly into this resistance area, so that is not too surprising in my opinion. This descending channel now works rather nicely in my opinion, and I think it will be of value in the immediate short term. So again, on the 4-hour chart, we are now tightening. This looks like a bull flag of this recent bounce. What is a bit concerning is that this is an upward channel which usually breaks to the downside, and I think we could still go and retest around 9,600 to then finish this consolidation and break this resistance line. This is still a smaller structure than this descending channel, which usually breaks to the upside. So I do think that even if this breaks, we will bounce out of the bigger picture. So that looks rather bullish in my opinion. We didn't drop hard and consolidated on the bottom for too long. We formed sort of a base down here. I don't like these bases because these usually break if they form around the bottom. But you can see these wicks here on the downside, which usually indicate some buy action. So RSI still in the mid area, so not too bad, and the indicators are mostly signing for consolidation. We are back around the 104 hour, but I don't think it's too important. So moving on to the 12-hour chart, yeah, also mostly sideways action. TI indicator is still on the 5, so nothing too special for now. It doesn't look too different. So, and this is one of the more important things. This is the hourly chart here on Bitcoin. This is the daily chart. You can see how he topped on this 9 and then started a rebound, another red count. We now should have gotten a 9. It never got to a 9. This is not even a red 9 which turned into a green 1. No, this is straight a green 1. I would have liked it very much if this would have been a 9 that turned into a green 1, but you don't get perfect trades, so we have to wait and see if we get a green 2 above green 1 or a green 3. Depends on how this day and week actually closes, because this is Sunday. Yeah, so this count had me more bullish going into today and into the next week. Also because on a weekly time frame we are forming an important candlestick. So we are now again above the 21 weekly moving average. We still have to close above it. This would be a bullish sign. You know, the bull cross happened. We dumped into it, didn't get to the exact lows, but the 50-day moving average is now coming up, and we still could retest this if we consolidate further into the descending channel, which still is very likely. So in the immediate short term, we could still consolidate, maybe bounce lower, maybe even reset a trend line, but there's still some heavy resistance here on the downside. I mean, heavy support here on the downside, and this consolidation looks still pretty bullish, and not like the top would be in anytime soon, in my opinion. 3-day, yeah, we didn't get into the double 9. I think that's actually quite nice that this green count got interrupted for the bulls, of course. Yeah, this consolidation, and in general pretty bullish. We're going to have another 3-day candle tomorrow, so we have to wait and see how we close today. And if we close today around this vicinity and start trading above the red 1, then we will have again a green count on a 3-day chart. So weekly time frame, this is a bullish reversal candlestick. I would love if this closes just above 9,000, around 9,045-ish, like 30, yeah, or around 9,940, because this would then be a green, and on this scale, white candlestick, but a bullish candlestick. I mean, if it's still even if it closes like around 9,800, it will be still a reversal doji candlestick. It's a bit concerning because this is already a green 7, but if we consolidate even further, maybe you see a break on the 9, then this would still have me bullish. And even if we pop right here, I think the 9 could bring us back to 12k. Because this would then, of course, or this is already our weekly higher low, especially if we start trading above the green 7. This could get interrupted and start a red count tomorrow. But yeah, we basically have to wait how this candle closes and how the next candle starts trading. So yeah, but for now this looks bullish, and as I mentioned, we bounced off at a 0.618 Fibonacci retracement here, drawn from the top of this consolidation around 14k to the bottom around 6,400. Yeah, so bounced very nicely off of that. That is bullish in my opinion, and this could bring us to the next target of 11k, maybe even up to 12k for this next coming resistance. And you can see how this clusters here on the top, so this will be a nice trade to the downside, maybe even signaling some retesting of this high. So yeah, that is still a possible scenario, but for now looking pretty bullish, very healthy in my opinion. Not too fast like we did back here, but very healthy in general. So monthly still looking pretty similar, and yeah, weekly is yeah. Also, what I wanted to mention is that, so if it comes up, yeah. Daily, I wanted, come on, BidMax. I'm talking about the BidMax funding rate. You can see how we bounced back, not into negative territory, but still we bounced lower and almost down into the negatives, which is, I think, rather bullish actually, to see it cool off a little bit. because even if it moves lower, then it gets more bullish. So yeah, that's regarding the BitMEX funding rate. Is there anything else really? I don't think so for Bitcoin. Oh yeah, still rather bullish also here, of course. So yeah, this is Ethereum, which I wanted to mention. In lastly, we never bounced lower. This could now be an ascending triangle. I would still take this low and draw it like that. Like that. So this could now be an ascending triangle. I mean, yes, we still have to get a third touch here on the top, but we almost, well, we basically got 4 touches, but in a very short period of time. So that is not too confirmed in my opinion, but I would love a third touch. Maybe don't touch this again, but confirm this horizontal resistance and break it afterwards. You can see it was important in the past. I mean, I don't know where my drawings are, but you can see pretty important resistance. And if we break this, then I will also think that will most likely run past 368, 67, and move up and beyond to new swing highs, and that would be then very bullish in my opinion. Yeah, you can see it again. We broke these past resistance lines, and this would then be our next target. Of course, very critical resistance here in the past with this low and this resistance here. So if this breaks, it will be pretty major, but we still have some resistance to go here on the top, and we never really formed a higher low on Ethereum on a weekly time frame, which is a bit concerning in my opinion, and is one of the reasons why it looks pretty extended. Also, it will of course create this green 7, which means we will have a green 9 in the next 2 weeks, which of course could signal a reversal compared to Bitcoin, which consolidated and formed a weekly higher low. Maybe this will also be a reason, because risk taking will move away from Ethereum and go into Bitcoin. You can see we are grinding a 21 daily moving average here, and was pretty important support in the past. So if this breaks, you can see how we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and almost 6 touches here in this consolidation. Looks like a bull flag on a daily time frame. We could still break lower and could have only cooled off RSI, but this looks quite bullish. Maybe we will get a surge in Bitcoin compared to other altcoins, or we drop even lower. We have to wait and see what happens. Lycan also is looking pretty bullish, but I won't go into detail for now. But we'll basically look closer to highs than on the other cryptos. So yeah, I think that's it. Going to wrap it up for now. As mentioned, follow me on TradingView to stay updated regularly. You can see what I post in the past, and then you can look back and see if I was right or not in hindsight, and then you can estimate whether you think my opinion should even be of some value for your analysis. Of course, it's valuable for my analysis. It's based on that. But yeah, so everyone should form their own opinions around this stuff. And yeah, I think that's it. Hope you had a great weekend and start off into your week and into your following week nicely and with a lot of motivation. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell if you even dare to. Yeah, just pulling up my YouTube account. Check out my latest videos. Slowly gaining in subscribers. Of course, this is in German. But yeah, hit that subscribe button, and have a great time. See you guys and girls, you people, back next time. Bye.